dear, oh dear, oh dear. I don't understand how these people do this. Good grief, look at that. That's amazing.
Doc, what are you looking at x-rays of?
Well, Mrs. Johnson from the trailer park, she came up here with her little son Timmy, and it appears that the darling little tot swallowed an entire box of sewing pins. And look at that, they're all jammed up here in his colon and in his stomach and some body part, I don't know what it is, but it's a mess. And boy, I don't know how we're gonna get these pins out of here.
Well, why don't you just have him sit on a magnet?
Ooh, ow. That might work, but it sounds a little painful. Oh, hi kids, and welcome to Creature Feature. You know, we have got our usual piece of crap movie for you tonight, which I'm sure you're going to enjoy. Before we get started with tonight's show, I thought I'd give you the 411 on something really fun that's coming on down the pike right here in Omaha. That's right, we have got the Scream in the Dark Film Festival. Ooh, sounds spooky, doesn't it? Now, this is going on October 3rd, 4th, and 5th right here in Omaha at the Scottish Rite Theater, and it's going to be a lot of fun. Now, this is an international film fest. That's right. They have got movies coming in from all over the world. These are all independent horror, sci-fi, thriller, and fantasy movies. All sorts of great stuff for you, and you can spend the entire weekend within the friendly confines of the Scottish Rite Theater enjoying all sorts of good stuff. Now, we're going to kick this all off on Friday, October 3rd. And, Nurse, what are we going to be doing?
We're going to have Creature Feature live, and we're going to watch The Exorcist.
That's right, the 1973 classic The Exorcist that had everybody in America thinking they were possessed by the devil. Ooh, scary. And it also gave a lot of priests some extra work for that decade. Now, we've got a special guest coming in from that film to kick this whole festival off. And who would that be, dear?
Eileen Dietz.
Eileen Dietz. That's right. Now, Eileen was the demon Pazuzu. Say that with me, everybody in TV land. Pazuzu. Refreshing, isn't it? She was the demon Pazuzu in The Exorcist, and she also took care of some of the more complicated Reagan scenes for Linda Blair. So when you see the little girl in bed and she's throwing up the pea soup, that's Eileen. And she also did a couple other little bits there for Reagan as well. But she'll be there, and she'll be telling us all about her experiences working on the film. And she was in a lot of other little horror and sci-fi and fantasy things too, I do believe. So, like Planet of the Apes. I'm a big fan of monkeys, as we all know. So, you can come on out on Friday night and have a lot of fun watching this classic film. But that's only the beginning, Nurse, isn't it?
Yes.
Yes. So, what do we got going on the rest of the weekend there? We got special guests coming in, don't we?
Yes, Leslie Donaldson.
Ooh, Leslie Donaldson. Now, she's considered the Scream Queen of Canada, and for you young people out there, such as myself, you might remember her from some 1980s splatter classics like Happy Birthday to Me and Funeral Home. Now, I believe she's going to be here screening a brand new independent movie that she made. What's it called, Nurse?
Tales of Poe. We love that Teletubby, don't we, Lila?
Ah, give me that thing. Now, I'm not talking about that kind of Poe. We're talking about Edgar Allan Poe, the master of macabre. That's right. And he was known for stuff like, The Pit and the Pendulum, and the House, Follow the House of Usher, and a whole bunch of other stuff. And trust me, kids, you're going to have fun coming out to this thing. Now, they've got some other guests lined up, so as we roll along in the year, they will be able to put up on their website who we've got coming in and start listing all these wonderful features so you can kind of get your whole day figured out. Now, if people want to get online and find out all the latest details, where do they go, Nurse?
ScreamInTheDarkOmaha.com.
We've got it right down here at the bottom of the screen in case you can't listen to nurses. Alrighty, kids, so tell you what, why don't we get into tonight's piece of garbage, and right now I gotta kind of figure out how we can get to the the head of this pin problem. So without further ado, Igor, what? Why don't you roll the movie?
That sounds like a ghost. Ghosts are scary.
You know, I don't believe in ghosts. That's just a whole bunch of malarkey, like Bigfoot and UFOs and 401k plans. So, Igor, roll the movie. Where are you? Your butt's supposed to be right here on this table.
Look what I found outside, Doc. Some guy was giving it away.
What is it?
It's a stool sample.
Sit down. Shut up.
Oh, Doc, that sounds like ghosts. I don't want to work here if I'm gonna see a ghost.
Well, I don't want to work here either, even if there are ghosts. But you know what? We got a show to do, and we're not getting paid to do it, so might as well just keep rolling. All right, so there's all these ridiculous ghost sounds, and as you can see, this is probably going to be our ghost episode. And as you know, I think it's frippery and malarkey and hokey, and someone's at the door.
Dr. Sanguinary,
What can I do for you, sir?
I'm from the government, and we need your help.
And what could it be this time?
Well, we have several individuals who work for us who are now, well, no longer among the living. And when they went to the grave, they took some classified top-secret information with them, and we need to recover that.
Oh, I see. So, why are you here in the first place?
Well, we have this device here, see? I was trying to figure out how we could get this information from these agents, okay?
Alrighty.
And I was flipping through the Tobin Spirit Guide, and in the back, by the X-ray specs and the gag gum, I found an ad for one of those paranormal research organizations right here in town.
Oh, you know, those are very popular, and there's all these shows on television where they have these guys that go around and they just seem to randomly pick any building they want, and they always seem to find a spirit in it.
It's kind of crazy how they do that, but see, they use these devices, and I got this from them, and it's supposed to measure all the ectoplasmic vibrations on the other plane here and point out where the ghosts are.
All right, well, why is it so important for you to contact the spirits of these dead employees? Because I'm figuring if they've got government secrets and stuff and they took them to the grave, then you're okay.
Well, see, the problem is they were the only ones that knew that information.
I see.
We didn't write it down anywhere. There was a shortage of pens. But,
I say, well, I see you have quite a collection of pens there.
Yes, they're very nice. They're $79 a piece. They're limited edition.
Oh, they're the expensive government pens.
That's right. They write with that very important government ink, so it's very, very special.
Yeah.
But before we had these pens, you see, we couldn't write down these secrets. So they had them, and that's why we need them.
Oh, okay. Well, I guess that makes sense. Well, this device is very interesting.
Yes, it is.
It's got a little pointy probe there that looks like it hurts.
Ow!
And then it's got this other thing here that's got some sort of, like, clip thing on it that I would imagine would be very popular for undead spirits in Colorado.
Yeah, that's true. Well, see, we use it for grabbing insects.
I'm sure they do that with this in Colorado, too.
Probably so, but...
Alrighty, so we got this piece of junk here, and what are we going to do?
Well, what we're going to do is we're going to set this here, and then we're going to hit a button, and it's going to send out some paranormal vibrations across the ether, and it will make a spirit manifest here with us.
Oh, that sounds totally scary.
Yeah, so let's do it. Let's get this set up here.
Okay.
And we're going to set it right there to see that. That's a G for ghost.
Hey, nurse, this looks like some sort of ground. Why don't you clip it to something over there? Alrighty.
Oh, well, it's off the charts here. I can see that. Buried the needle. Oh my goodness. Well, let's see what we can do here.
Well, I'm not feeling anything happening.
What, you don't see it, Doc?
What? See what?
It's a
Ghost!
A ghost? Where?
Right there.
I don't see anything. There's nothing here. Absolutely nothing. See? Nothing.
There's a ghost right there.
All right, so is this the spirit somewhere here, your government employee?
Well, I'm not sure who that is. I'm the ghost of Fatty Arbuckle. The ghost of Fatty Arbuckle.
The ghost of Fatty Arbuckle
Yes.
is right here in my lab? Why, I do believe he was a very famous film comedian back in, let's see, what year was that? Fatty Arbuckle, silent film star. Hey, Mr. Ghost, what year? Well, Mr. Ghost, what year were you a silent film star?
Wikipedia tells me it's the 1920s. The 1920s, Doc.
Okay, well, I think so far our little spirity friends kind of got his facts correct. But as you know, ghosts are just a big pile of hooey. They're not real. They're make believe, like puppets. That's right. So, all right. Well, I kind of think I'd like to put your little spirit pal here, wherever he may be, to the test a little bit more. Now,
Okay.
All right. So why don't we ask him? All right, Mr. Fatty Arbuckle, big film star of the 20s. Let's see. I believe you were embroiled in a really big scandal in your career where you were at a party and some.
Oh, it's just my government pager. It's probably Barry asking me to pick him up some freaky fast sandwiches and a pack of Cools again. Don't worry about it.
All right. Well, anyway, so Fatty Arbuckle, you were embroiled in scandal. You were at a party and supposedly took advantage of some lady and stuff, and there was a big court hearing, and it destroyed your career, but you were cleared of all charges, and then you died in obscure poverty.
Am I getting paid for this? He's asking if he's getting paid for this.
Huh?
Yeah. Well, here. Have a pen.
Look at that. It's ghostly floating.
Yeah, he's got it in his hand there, Doc. I mean, what more do we have to tell you? He's a ghost. He's standing right there. Jeez.
Hey, wait a minute. What does a ghost need a pen for?
Well, haven't you ever heard of a ghostwriter?
Oh, yeah, writers. We use them all the time.
You use writers?
Hey, wait a minute here. I'm detecting some ghostbustery stuff going on here.
I'm not going to get my deposit back now.
No, you're not. Come here. Hey, wait a minute. You ain't no ghost. Hey, this is a fitted sheet. What's going on here? Hey, who is that?
I'm not sure.
Is that kid from the community theater down the street?
Oh, I'll bet you that's who that is.
Oh, trying to fool me. See, I told you kids, ghosts aren't real, and they're actors from children's theater. So, and tell you what, why don't we get back into tonight's feature, and when we get back, hopefully we'll get some government employee spirits in here for this guy. We can get him the hell out of my lab. Hey, Igor, roll movie.
Ow, stop it. Stop it. Ow, stop it. Ow, I'm not a ghost. Stop it. Ow, ow, ow.
Hi, kids, and welcome back to Creature Feature. I hope that you're enjoying tonight's dandy little movie that we got for you. I'm not watching it because I'm busy here hunting ghosts with this guy from the government. And all right, buddy. Now you've been wasting enough of my time here. Now you said that you're here to find some spirits of the dead that were government employees, correct?
That's right. That's absolutely right. That's absolutely right. And I think, Doc, I'd like to give this one more shot here.
All
Because
right.
I think I've figured out the settings now, and I think I've got it taken care of for the government. We should get a government employee this time.
A government employee, okay.
Yes, indeed. So let's
All
see
right.
here. We're going to set it over here this time. See, and that's a GG. That's a government ghost. I think that's what that's going to
Oh,
be.
that's very
I
nice.
think that's what that means there. So I'm going to flip that there.
Now, you sure you got all your connectors and wires
Well, I don't
hooked up the right way?
Is that attached firmly there?
Yep.
Yes, it is. Okay, well, let's see here. All right, I think we're ready to go, so I'm going to give it a shot here.
All righty.
Let's power it up and press the button, and we should be good.
All right, so do we have a spirit of the dead in here?
It's a
ghost.
Oh, good. You idiots, there's nothing here. See? There's nothing. There's nothing here.
Professor, is that a smiling pilgrim?
I'm Abraham Lincoln.
So what kind of spirit did you get here? Did you get Eisenhower, or did you get like maybe some World War II spy or something?
We got Abraham Lincoln.
Abraham Lincoln. Well, that's somebody good. He was a government employee.
Yes, he
I'm
was.
still on the payroll.
And so, let's see. Boy, he must be a tall ghost, huh?
Oh, very tall, very tall.
Yeah, I seen him on Mount Rushmore. He's pretty big.
Oh, yes, yeah, pretty good-sized guy. He was larger than life, really.
Okay. So, all right. Well, we just better make sure we don't have, an imposter ghost, okay?
Well, that would make sense. We wouldn't want a false ghost by any means.
All righty. So why don't we ask him a question here?
Okay.
Why don't you tell your little ghost pal here, ask him what number president he was.
What? Mr. President? What number president were you?
Was I before or after Clinton?
Before.
10 sound like a good ballpark estimate?
He says he was number 16, Doc.
Number 60. Well, I guess that would be correct.
Yeah.
Okay, so maybe we do have the ghost of Abraham Lincoln right here in the creature feature lab.
Yeah.
That's a great honor, I think. So,
Hey Doc, the ghost writers want you to read this.
what is it here? Oh, look, kids, it's another blatant plug for the Omaha's Scream in the Dark Film Festival. That's right. And once again, that's on October 3rd, 4th, and 5th, right here in Omaha, where you can watch independent horror, fantasy, and sci-fi and thriller movies, all at the Scottish Rite Theater.
Theater?
Now, it's going to be a really fun festival, because not only are there going to be movies running all day long, but there's going to be booths there. That's right. There's going to be vendor booths selling horror stuff and whatnot, and then there's going to be celebrity booths there. You can go and talk and meet with the stars.
Hey, I'll go to the vendor's booths. I'll just stay away from that John Wilkes booth.
Oh, that joke is terrible. We needed that like we needed a hole in our head.
Professor, I'm detecting a little bit of irritation here with you and your supposed presidential ghost and stuff. So I'm just kind of wondering, maybe we should get rid of him and let Mr. Lincoln go back to his peaceful sleep. So how do you get rid of a president?
Watergate. Definitely Watergate.
All right, Igor, roll the movie. Hey, nurse, what's your big fat butt doing back on the table?
The lab came up and picked up the stool sample.
That's a good one. All right. Hey, you, Mr. Science here.
Yes.
You know what? You've been having you two have been having all this fun, because you've been able to see the ghosts that you've been bringing up here with your little ghost box thing or whatever. And, I'd kind of like to share in the fun a little bit because, you see, I can't see the ghosts because I don't believe in them. I keep telling you kids, ghosts, they're not real, okay? They're a figment of your imagination. They're stories. They're made up frippery, kind of like Santa Claus. He ain't real. Right? Alrighty. So anyway, I'm just kind of curious if there's something you can do to be able to allow me to see these spirits of the dead.
Well, Doc, I think we could probably do something. See, I have this other probe here.
Uh-huh.
If we can find some place, some location to attach this to you, I think we'll be all right.
Well, I can't think of a single one where you could possibly put it. And, oh, dear. Oh.
I think that'll do it.
Hey, I can see things now. Oh my God, I can see the ethereal plane where all the spirits live. And wow, it looks like Cleveland. And look, there's cans of beans everywhere. Why? Why is there this in the afterlife? I don't understand.
Well, it's a little different for everybody, Doc, you know?
I guess so.
Yeah.
All right, well, why don't we figure out how we can get some government secrets here? What are we gonna do?
Well, there's a third setting. I think it's the last setting on here, and I think this might be the one.
All right, what is it?
Well, see, we had G for ghost,
Yeah,
then we had a GG for government ghost, right?
yep.
Well, I think that's where we went wrong, because right down here I've got this setting that's labeled GES.
GES.
Yes.
What does that mean?
Government Employee Secrets.
Ooh, that sounds like a winner to me.
I think so.
All right, so why don't we hit this button here and
I'm
see
gonna
what we get?
Set it right
I'm gonna
there.
see the ghost kids. This is
There
gonna be
we
awesome.
go, and we're gonna hit the button. We'll go 1 for the money, 2 for the show. All right, that should work.
Ah, look, it's a ghost.
Yes.
Yep, that's right. Wow, and it's a real dandy one too. How come the first ghost I get to see is this monstrosity? Oh, good grief. All righty, I'm curious here. What in the hell are you supposed to be? Let me guess. You are Jane Mansfield, right?
No.
No. You are. Oh, I gotta think government here, kids. You're J. Edgar Hoover in drag.
Close, but no.
You are the spirit of Madonna's career in the 1980s.
No.
Well then, who in the heck are you supposed to be?
I'm Marilyn Monroe.
Oh, wow.
Goodness.
Wow, you know what? I bet that the ghost of Marilyn Monroe has got a whole bunch of really juicy government secrets because, you know, she used to kind of sort of date those Kennedy boys, right?
Yes,
President
she did.
Kennedy and his brother Bobby and stuff
yeah.
like that. So, all right. So, ghost of Marilyn Monroe, why don't you tell us some secrets about the Kennedy boys and give us some really good juicy ones here?
Oh, hell yeah. One time, me and the
Friday,
boys...
Saturday, Sunday, October 3rd, 4th, and 5th. Scream in the Dark Film Festival, held at the historic Scottish Rite Theater in Omaha, Nebraska. For ticket information, go to screaminthedarkomaha.com. You'll pay for the whole seat, but you'll only use the edge.
Oh, I can't believe it. That was disgusting. I can't believe that these men, that we vote into office on the government payroll could do something so disgusting.
I know, it's horrible.
Hey, you asked.
Yeah, I guess so. All right, I think I've heard enough. I don't think I can take this anymore.
No, me either. These secrets we've heard today, I won't forget without therapy.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to bleach my brain to get some of these images out of my thing. So let me think here. She's an actress, right? So I'm trying to think, how can we get rid of an actress? Oh, I got some of these here. Hey, Marilyn, look what I got. Go get them.
Goodbye, Norma Jane. Well, let's see here. I guess that this just is... I don't think this is gonna work.
No, I think you pretty much wasted both our time here on Creature Feature today.
Well, you know, I kind of expected that might happen. So I've called in some professionals who can help me out with this. They should be here any minute to pick me up.
You hear that, Scoob? We got a job to do.
Jinkies!
Zoinks!
All right, kids. Well, why don't you pack your garbage up here? And tell you what, folks, why don't we wrap up the rest of tonight's movie, and we come back, we'll say goodbye to you. And Igor, do me a favor and roll that movie. Oh, and hope you've all learned a valuable lesson today, kids, that ghosts, they ain't real, and neither are Easter Bunny or that Santa Claus guy. Well, kids, that's all the time we've got for you tonight here on Creature Feature, and I hope you'll come back next week for some more spooky fun. So here's Doc Sanguinary and the Creature Feature cast and crew signing off, and we'll see you again next week. Bye-bye.